The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Tampa Bay Bucaneers taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass yards.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Meeks. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Hey,
here's 2nd and 10.
11 Agate. St. Frank.
Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Take right open. Great job. 30 left. Take right open. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On first down, right back to Etienne. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They'll run with Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
11.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
ETN once more. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready?
ETN up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's the right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
13, Lou. 11, Agate.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Meeks. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Red on red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Sink right.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Jaguars at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, Do what you do best. Go get the quarterback.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. The 20. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
On red.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Meeks. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. Powers past him at midfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
11. Hey, I'm gun. Here
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
11, Agate.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Take right open, open. 30 left. Go, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Hey.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing. And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
30 left.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 11.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. Meeks. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another tote for Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Meeks. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All right, let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm gun. 11.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11, again.
Lawrence will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Red on red. Think right. Think right open. Open. There we go.
On first down, Lawrence. It fights him off. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
30 left.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, Lion,
Now they
Lion.
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On red.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the option left with Lawrence. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Asamoah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
24.
On play action, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Meeks. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. And fights through one man. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, let's go. Hey, I'm gun.
They'll run on 1st down. Norwood. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This pass deep for Okonkwo.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Meeks. That's complete. Bernard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Meeks. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the right sideline. Inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, Jaguars 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On red.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
11. Hey, kill. Clock.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Norwood. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
11. Hey, I'm gun. 13, move.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
These are 24. All right, here we go. Done. 11, again. Safe right open. 30 left.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Ready up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Meeks. And this is caught. He hits more. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Yeah, they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action with Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Norwood. And he is going to have a Jags first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ready.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Meeks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lawrence completes it to Norwood. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25.
Here's Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On red. Hey, kill.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, goal to go.
Hey, I'm going.
Hunt will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Easy.
And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. He's to the 15. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys